Pressed. Euro. Blank.
Missions.
Information dialog. If you register, no. Pressed. Eurofly.
Task 22, guys. Our first task with 2 stops. So we have 1 leg for a journey now.
Playthrough. A group of Slovak sportsmen decided to go to the Alps for training. They hired our company, so it will your work. You will take off in Poprad with first batch of passengers. You will land in Bratislava, where you take next passengers, and you will continue to the Austrian city Salzburg. This is your first flight with stopover. You will have many flights with stopovers in future, so keep in mind that you must onboard and next board new passengers on every stopover. I am sure that you will manage it.
Yep. So, let's look at our Shift A list.
Task 2-1. List. Task. Departure. Poprad, Slovakia. Destination. Salzburg, Austria. Passengers. Yes. Passenger. Legs. Bratislava, Slovakia. Bratislava, Slovakia. Blank. Eurofly.
So.
Blank.
Flight management computer. Cabin lights on. Strobe lights on. Tail lights on.
Blank. Do our normal thing here.
Blank. 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 On ground 116.3. Enter frequency. Edit. 1 6 3 3 6 3 Eurofly.
SK737. Here's ground. Welcome.
Blank.
SK737. Go to the gate 2 and board passenger.
So now we have gate 2. And you might think that, oh, cool. So now we can use the multiple destinations feature. But surprise,
Engaged.
we can't.
Blank.
TCAS weather radar on.
Because if you
Climate
do,
control on. Environmental control on. Pressure on. Auto navigation on.
it doesn't let you land.
Off.
And there's a reason for that.
3
But it doesn't matter right now.
13 22
The point is
30
that
35
we can't use that yet.
43 48
So we're going to add each
55,
destination.
60 60 east 60
Turn, stupid.
62
Gates.
I was still trying to speed up and not turning.
Gates.
You always want to turn first, and then if you have a little bit of speeding up left to do that. Because you don't want to pass the gates too much and then try to turn into them, because then you'll crash.
Gate 1. Gate 1. Gate 2.
On.
Gate 2.
Blank.
Off.
Gate 2.
Alright, so close the cockpit with Alto.
Gate 2.
We're going to set
Task 2-1
our
blank. Blank. Depart destined
destination,
passengers. Yes.
our
Legs.
first
Bratislava,
destination.
Slovakia. Blank. Eurofly. Blank. Blank.
Gate 2.
Slovakia Poprad, Slovakia Spitz, Slovakia Lina, Slovakia Provinca, Slovakia Nitra, Slovakia Pest, Slovakia Bratislava, Serbia, Pole, Czech Republic, Romania, Czech Austria, Romania, Czech Republic, Czech Belarus, Croatia, Czech, Romania, Poland, Romania, Poland, Czech,
Really?
Czech, Romania, Poland, Czech, Poland, Poland, Austria, Romania, Poland, Czech, Romania, Czech Republic, Slovakia Spitz, Slovakia Partisan, Slovakia Lava, Slovakia Nitra, 1 Slovakia Pestany, Slovakia Bratislava, 1 added to navigation.
There we go.
Blank. Eurofly.
Alright, so now we hit escape again. Alright, now when I...
122.
SK737. Roll to the runway 1.
Alright. Once it boards your passengers, then it will tell you what runway to go to, so we're going to go to...
2 4 Southwest 5
Gate
6
2.
6
Gate 2.
And I say the runway more so that
Gate
I'll
2.
remember,
11
because
19.
I'll forget.
26
Gate 2.
32 40 46
Gate
55 59 62 62
2. Gate 1. Gate 1. Gate 1.
West
So west, so we want to control right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard a Eurofly aircraft. We'll
East.
be taking off in a few minutes, so please fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
SK737. Contact the tower to request
ground
a
active
permission for
116.3 approach 118.8
takeoff.
enter frequency 1 8 dot 8 Eurofly
Squawk
5
5017.
7 Eurofly.
Identification SK737, you're clear to take off from the
Assign circle ceiling.
runway.
All takeoff speed 162. 66.
So 162, so we'll go 155.
91. 112. 124. 133. 141. 149. 154. 156. 18. 15. Land.
Flaps 6
Flaps.
SK737, climb and continue heading east.
Altitude. Edited. Land. Eurofly.
Flaps up hand trim.
Airborne.
Aircraft.
SK737, rise to 500 and set heading towards your destination.
1.
That was our the flaps because they were still going on when I had to turn them back off. That was the game catching up, essentially.
Áno, práve pred 2 minútami spustili CAT 3 Alpha, takže očakávajte CAT 3 Alpha ILS 31.
SK737, continue on your present course and altitude.
Num lock off. Num lock off. Ahead bearing 248. Uzim.
Ladies
Shinaba
and
9
gentlemen, we have successfully taken off, and you may now unfasten
144 land.
During the flight, our staff will be regularly walking through the aisles. So please, get their attention if you would like to ask a question or need anything. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Mission Shinaba.
SK737, rise and maintain 7,000.
0. Eurofly.
SK737, rise and
Lufthansa
maintain
is applicable. Lufthansa is applicable.
7,000.
I said that twice because they played the message the first time during the stewardess announcement, which I know that you can have more than one sound playing at a time, obviously, so that's definitely something they could code in, but I guess they don't consider it all that necessary. Which, I mean, it doesn't make the game unplayable by any means, because it gives you some leeway to change.
2 minúty po vzlete smerom na Janovce, odpoveď 6754, žiadali výsku letovú hladinu 120.
O toto máš Václav, pristávať budeš na prach dráhy 04, predpokladám, že ideš k novému hangaru.
Minute. 2958/7000. 3043/7000.
Viete čo, my máme technické obmedzenie, my sme na low visibility, ale môžeme urobiť len KT2 approach. Takže potrebujeme 300 metrov.
SK737, you're leaving the airspace of our airport. Have a safe flight.
(3809/7000). Vision Boca.
Set frequency.
New 124.4. Enter. 4 Eurofly. (4343/7000). Region of Danska District, a district of Brezno. Harabe. Brezno. Harabe. Brezno. Bistro. Orderly. Honolulu, 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 Honolulu. Honolulu, Honolulu. Cassidy. 39 mid-port flank.
You have entered airspace of a new airport, Squawk 7738.
8. Eurofly.
Identification confirmed.
Negative.
V tom prípade pokračuj priamo na finále heliportu 1. Informácia je Foxtrot PH1018. Odpovedať na stav
118 flank.
SK737, descend to 5000.
Eurofly. District of Danska, District of Varansky, Newcombe.
Informácie Oscar Glen H1018 a teraz máme CAT 3 Alfa na dráhu 3-1.
Idle. 68/5000. Lukaten. Slovenský Lovka. Top Canis. 5504/5000. Slovenský Lovka. Free shot. 5256/5000.
1045 radar, dobrý večer.
Cells. 5078/5000. 5032/5000. 4998.
SK737, continue on your present course and altitude.
Neps. Rivava Cesare. 4977/4998. Cesare. 4999. 4999. Banska Bystrica Karlovo. Banska Bystrica. Kastiviarska. Banska Bystrica.
SK737, descend to 3000.
Altitude, edit, 30, Stuben, Eurofly. 4883/3000.
TCAS, ascend.
Altitude,
TCAS,
edit, 8,
ascend.
0,
TCAS,
Eurofly.
ascend.
Stuben, Cosmos.
TCAS, ascend. TCAS, ascend. TCAS, ascend.
SK737, descend to 3000.
TCAS.
Touch off. Ratlin. Altitude, edit, 3, 0. Eurofly. District of Ironman, Random Kremnica.
So I waited until that plane went under me, and then I started going back to 3000 where it wants me. But if I hadn't waited, I would have hit that plane.
(4369/3000). Woogie. Ornavest.
So that's another reason why you have
Woogie.
leeway too, so you
Copernica.
can deal with things like that.
SK737, you are leaving the airspace of our airport. We wish you a safe flight.
Transponder, edit, flank.
Squawk 5090.
0. Eurofly.
Identification
Kozarin.
confirmed.
3111/3000. 2999/3000. Genoa.
Climb and maintain 5000.
2919. Altitude, 0, Eurofly.
Jedna je momentálne na vašich 10 hodinách vzdialenosť 5
Lopsika.
Boeing 737, výška 2000 stôp.
Lopsika. Western Slovakia region of Trenčín district of Provinca Andlov and Nova Lihota. 77 meet blank. 73 meet blank.
Alright, so we're a little over halfway to our first destination.
Myslíte Kotomaria 7101?
District of Arnavica Clack.
Clack. That's so funny.
Western Slovakia region of Trenčín district of province Serenity.
SK737. Continue
Port of
on
S,
your
Port of S.
present course
Osmany, Osmany.
altitude.
You have entered airspace of a new airport.
Transponder,
Squawk
edit, blank.
8133.
813. Eurofly.
Identification
Port of S, Port of S.
SK737. You're leaving the airspace of our airport. We wish you a safe flight.
Radamica.
SK737.
Transponder, edit,
Climb
blank.
and maintain
Eurofly.
6,000.
Altitude 0. Eurofly.
Oh, thought it was gonna have me change. But I guess.
District of Partisans, LK Ubers. Velky, please be radished.
Potvrdzuje, pozor na turbulenciu v oplave.
SK737, continue on your current course and altitude.
Rozumiem, ďakujem. Zaťahovanie na primárnej
Just overvest. Litova Novovest.
SK737, descend
Region.
to 1,600.
Altitude 160. Eurofly. Krasnos. Solveny.
Urban David radarový kontakt, vstúpate zatiaľ do letovej hladiny 100.
Adrianska Street. Covers. 48 meter blank.
48 miles. First.
Sulis.
Land.
4298 blank.
SK737, you are leaving the airspace of our airport.
You have entered airspace of a new airport. Squawk 1688.
188. Eurofly. Facility. 124.4. Blank 43 meter blank. Rushavani. 109 meter 12 min 19 sec. District of Liverpool, Novo Zulani. Speak of the Abados. Sure Yankee.
SK737, climb and maintain 3000.
Altitude 3. 0. Eurofly. 2623/300. 38 meter is a blank. Altitude 3. 0. Eurofly. 2526/3000. Sela. Nave Zany. Sela. 2866/3000. Lukikos.
737, continue on your present course until the
Region of Trnava district of Lovovec, Clackany.
Now we're in Clackany. Clack's cousin.
Sasankovo. Clackany.
SK737, you are leaving the
Sasankovo.
airspace of
You have entered the airspace of a new airport. Squawk 8252. Identification confirmed. SK737, this is your destination airport. Descend to 100 and contact tower for landing clearance at 2 kilometers away from the airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our destination airport and will be landing shortly. Please fasten your seatbelts, set your seat position, and close the tables in front of you. Thank you.
Silas. 2116/100. Torniki. District of Trnava, Shura, Sfera, Shura. Velké Shura side. 24 meter blank. Zenians Shura. Velké Shura 2. 1366/100. Cryogeny nav to them, cryogeny nav to them. 21 me blank, blank. 129 me 14 min for blank. 871/100, Lugov, Ovich. Match the job. 500/100. Fidelity. 206/100. 127/104/98. 98. Slovenska Novives. Fidelity. Blank, 15 me blank. Assigned flights or current landing airspeed 162 me blank, Eurofly.
So we'll go 175.
District of Galantov, LP Drop. Region of Bratislava, District of Senec, Kadaj, Trnavska, Orkatina. Danubian Flat. 406/0 crosswind from left. Micro. 260 blank. 230/0 crosswind from left. Senec. 211/0 205/0 crosswind. 198 194/190/185/0 cross 178 173 crosswind from left. 174 deadline. 175 deadline 3. 176 deadline 3. Navska or Katina. 7.9 blank. Blank.
Well, now I'm already slowed down, and it's really hard to speed back up and slow down in this big, giant plane.
With 6.5 blank.
We're still 80 miles under crypto.
Valley Field. 5.6 knee blank. 104 blank. 5.3 knee right blank. 1 right bearing blank. 1 left bearing blank. Valley Field.
Tuolla ruitte puhasittaa sitten. Adam, Etiago.
4.5 blank. Ronaldo.
Áno, práve pred 2 minútami spustili CAT 3 Alpha, takže očakávajte CAT 3 Alpha ILS 31.
4.0 knee blank.
Ste v spojení s paraglidistom pri letisku.
They did a really good job on the sounds of this game for, like, when you're higher versus lower and when you hear planes go past. They did such a good job on that. It sounds so realistic.
LVP v prevádzke CAT 3 Alpha.
2.8 knee blank.
Whatever else can be said about this game.
2.4 blank.
They did a really good job on the sounds, I must say.
1.8 knee blank. Danubian flat.
So of course we can land once we get to 1.2.
1.4 knee blank. 1.3 knee blank. 1.3 knee blank. 1.3 knee blank. 1.2 knee blank. 6:56, 13 a.m.
Hey, Control F1 pauses it. By the way, very handy. In the middle of a flight, you want to pause it? That's how. I actually forgot about that until I just accidentally.
Start window, Cortana window, search box edit, blank.
Toto máš vácel pristávať, budeš na prach dráhy 04, predpokladám, že ideš k novému hangaru.
Sorry.
Blank. Cortana. Eurofly.
Oops.
Region of Bratislava, District of Seneca, Bank of Bride, Nadia, Bank of Bride, Nadia,
Did
Danubian West. Land.
SK737, you are cleared to land. I repeat, you are cleared to land.
Flat 60 bit.
Altitude 10, 001. Eurofly. 84/10. Altitude Eurofly. 63/0.
Whoops.
Gear down and locked.
We're down and locked. You're down and locked. Woohoo.
Minus 1859.
2619, can you reach our
Okay, you're down.
Minus 1296.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have landed at our destination. Please remain in your seat until the aircraft is
Minus
coming to a
796.
complete stop. We hope you are
112/0.
satisfied
Minus
with our
600, 102/0.
services and hope you will fly.
92/0. Minus 511. 81/0. 76/0. 71/68/65. 62. Minus 320. Minus 245. Minus 201. Minus 97. Minus 45. Minus 18. Minus 6. Minus 1. 1/2/2856.
Alright. So we are parked, but now instead of ending the task and completing it as it normally does, it just sits here because we have to hit Control R and open our cockpit with Alt-O so you can hear this, and then Control W to tell our passengers that it is okay to deplane. And as it does when it fills up, it will tell you by telling you the number 0 when all the passengers are off the plane. And you have to sit here and wait until they all deplane.
Zero.
And it'll cut off the background noise from the cockpit. So close the doors. Now, you can do this actually before you land, and it'll give you another message, but
Ground 116.9 approach active 1 enter frequency. Edit.
so we gotta pick our new ground frequency, or not pick it, but change to it.
6.9 Eurofly.
Kilo 737, greetings, this is ground and welcome.
Alright, so now, since we're on our ground frequency, now we can hit Control W.
Sierra Kilo 737, taxi to gate 1 and proceed with passenger board.
Alright, so we got lucky. We got gate 1
off.
So release our brake.
2.
And
9.
speed up to
16.
62 as normal, or whatever we
34.
get to
39.
before we get to the gate.
44. 50. 55. East. 59. 60. 61. 62.
Gates. Gate 1.
Land.
Gate
Off.
1. Gate 1.
Land.
Gate
Land.
1. Gate 1. Gate 1.
$181. Land.
Alright, I decided to go ahead and let it do that. Now, since we're at gate 1,
Land.
we're gonna go ahead.
Slovakia, Bratislava. Austria, Vienna. 32 Me, 1 Austria, Graz. 1 Austria, Linz. 1 Austria, Klagenfurt. 1 Austria,
Set.
Salzburg. 100 added to
Sierra
navigation.
Kilo 737, taxi to runway B5.
Land.
Our
Eurofly.
destination, and
1.
so we now
6.
know
Gate
Land.
1.
Southwest. 6.
we have to go to
Gate
B5.
1. Gate 1.
Oh god, oh god, I hope I didn't screw this up.
30.
Please turn, please turn,
37.
please turn. Thank
42.
you.
47. 52. 56. 60. 62. West. North.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard a Eurofly aircraft. We will be taking off in a few minutes. Please fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
Ground active 116.9, approach 124.4.
So we're going to switch to approach.
Enter 324.4. Eurofly.
As we're pulling out.
Ground 116.9, approach active 124.4.
So now our approach is active.
2. 3. 3.
West.
So we'll turn down the B corridor, and we'll go all the way to B5. And now we're going to speed up
Check ground speed.
to
Check ground speed. Check
about
ground speed.
80.
Check ground speed.
86.
Check ground speed.
90.
Check ground
Okay.
speed. Check ground 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 speed.
70.
Check ground speed.
64. 60. 61. 62. West.
So when using this trick, you want to slow down back to 62, the runway before the one you need.
North.
Because you got to be slowed down to 62 to turn.
B5.
So you go about 90 or 100. If you have a long quarter like that and you want to get all the way down.
SK737, our runway. SK737, our runways are currently in use. Please try again in a moment. SK737, our runways are currently in use. Please try again in a moment. SK737, our runways are currently in use. Please try again in a moment. SK737, you are clear to take off from runway B5.
6745 radar, dobrý večer.
Playthrough, a group of Slovak 61.
Whoops.
92.
Hey, Roger, do you need to dump fuel or anything like that?
117.
Dump fuel or anything like that.
132. 138. 144. 150. 155.
Alright. Is that enough? Yay.
SK737, climb and continue heading north.
Altitude 0 flight.
Up and trim, aircraft, something.
Airborne.
SK737, climb to 500 and set heading towards your destination.
Can't understand that one thing that it says.
Bratislava district of Bratislava 3 Hatchery.
SK737, continue on your present course and altitude.
Nave Mesto, Nave Mesto. Numlock off, numlock on.
Starczy ogólnie 260. To jest takie rozumie.
Rocket Abbey Matcher. 488/607 crosswind from left.
SK737, climb and maintain 11,000.
110. Eurofly. Nave Mesto Authority.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully taken off, and you may now fasten your seatbelts. During the flight, our staff will be regularly walking through the aisles, so please get their attention if you'd like to ask a question or need anything. If you wish to request
Starczy ogólnie 260. To jest takie rozumie.
District of Bratislava IV Lamag Lamag. Dubravka Dubravka.
PN myslíte Hoto Maria 7101?
Devon.
Viete čo, my máme technické obmedzenie, my sme na low visibility, ale môžeme urobiť len KT2 approach. Takže potrebujeme 300 metrov RVR a 100 feetov.
Austria, Lower Austria, Gainsborough District, German Denver extended.
Vyhovuje nám RVR.
We're in Lower Austria already. Look at that. So F2.
Bezert Ruckadur, Lisa German Gainsborough, Dur Donau. Gainsborough District, German Denver extended. 184 meters out, land.
Alright, so we still have...
SK737, you are leaving the airspace of our airport. Have a safe flight.
Transponder edit, land. 4, 3. Eurofly.
737, continue on your present course and altitude.
Yep, so... We still have 180 miles to go.
Land, 180 meters, land.
Yep.
German to Carson.
Line Ecuador 5 Street Heavy, which taxi are you going in? Roger.
22 meters, 2 min 56 sec.
Level 260, 10 right Juliet, hold short of runway 22 right.
German north of Dur Donau. German Mansdorf Dur Donau. Mansdorf Dur Donau. Land. Mansdorf Dur Donau. Land. Cross Enzersdorf. Obiro. Land. Obiro. Land. Vienna Donaustadt KG Kaiserbergsdorf Airshield. Danube. Lower Austria Bezert Ruckadur Lisa German Schledgen Vienna Woods. Vienna Woods Alps. Land 166 Nice Salzburg Sepp land. 33 me 4 minutes land. Zayto. Land.
Runway 120 clear to land.
Exit NVDA to restart. Euro. Eurofly.
I don't... It was saying blank when I wasn't doing anything, so I had to restart.
Vienna Zimmering KG Kaiserbergsdorf. Lower Austria Bezert Ruckadur Lisa German Schledgen.
TCAS,
Altitude
descend.
10 Eurofly 8133/1000 Vienna Bavard and KG on Berlin.
TCAS, descend. TCAS, descend. TCAS, descend. TCAS, descend.
KG Oberlin land. Altitude edit land 110 11,000.
SK737, climb and maintain 10,000.
Releasing KG inventory. 110 Eurofly.
We'll land 200, your plan, everything.
Factory Rex, thanks for that. Yeah, understood.
Vienna leasing KGs of Edmonton. Lower Austria Bezert Oberlin German Rundle German. German Berchtoldsdorf.
Triple 559, Yankee transition, contact force.
8276/10,000. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods.
675, Canadian Tires, Berlin, left on void.
German Colton, Woodgerman. Vienna Woods, Alps. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods. Vienna Woods, Alps. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods.
Yeah, we're going to
Vienna Woods, Alps. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods.
cleaned up, evaluate, but
Vienna
we're
Woods,
going to
Alps.
get it checked out. It's pretty hard.
Wienerwald, Vienna Woods. Vienna Woods, Alps. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods, Alps. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods. $10,002.
SK737, continue on your present course and altitude.
Beserbaden, German Crossen, Leopoldsdorf.
SK737, descend to 9,000.
Altitude 90. Eurofly, Vienna Woods, Alps. Wienerwald, Vienna Woods. Lead 9603/9000.
Tower limit 5188 for ILS right. Number 6188, can you tap through right for the line?
9062/9000. 9023/9000. 9000. St. Polten, land, German Grand Logan, Wienerwald, Vienna Woods. 9000.
Cross, 22 right at Juliet. Taxi straight out.
SK737, you are leaving the airspace of our airport. We wish you a safe flight.
Set frequency.
VU 132.1. Enter 120. Eurofly. Enter frequency 1 2. 2 1 1. 2 1 Eurofly. German Michelbach.
Turbulence.
Besser Lilienfeld, Hainfeld. Rohrbach and Dirk Olsen. Lang. 129 Lang.
129.
German ST, Wiener Dirk Olsen.
Turbulence.
German Deschenau. Tornitz Alps. $79 Lang. St. Polten, land, German Ravenstein and Der Eilig.
And of course, once you land and take off again, the distance flown resets.
85 me 9 49 seconds. Land.
So, let's point it out. Seems obvious, but
103rd land. Beserfeld, German kill.
Turbulence.
German tech signal.
it would be nice if it would keep track of it through all the tasks, though, since the task requires you to land in multiple airports. But the other thing you can do, too, is put the multiple destinations in, put each destination in. And then it'll tell you the total distance, and then you can remove the first one, or remove the second one. Because the first one will be the one you want.
It's allowed. First cylinder off. Regensburg. Kevin Preston land. Land. 96 east land.
Alright, 96 miles.
land.
So we've flown 104, so
Rantic.
officially over halfway there.
Weight of an endurance. Stat. Kevin weight of an endurance. Better sheep Rantic. Weight of an endurance. Stat. Kevin weight of an endurance. Upper Austrian wheels.
Turbulence.
Bezergan Stettner. St. Peter Enduro. Upper Austria Spare Land Kevin Maria Nussdorf. Rosamund. Waza. $129 flank. 70 me south flank.
70 miles.
Losenstein. Turnberg.
You have entered the airspace of a new airport. Squawk 1892. Identification confirmed.
Mal.
Take off.
SK-737, you are leaving the airspace of our airport. We wish you a safe flight.
Aberschlierbach. Micheldorf en Abrüsterreich. Aberschlierbach. Micheldorf en Abrüsterreich. Kirchdorf en der Krems. Schleierbach. Kirchdorf en der Krems. Schleierbach. Inzersdorf im Kremstal. Steinbach am Seilberg. Eurofly. 47 Nisa Blank. Munten Sharkstein. St. Conrad. Sharkstein.
Should have us start
St.
to
Conrad.
come down very soon.
London. Blank. 39 East Blank. Top sea over Austrian fields. Solskammergen Mountains. Almünster. Solskammergen Mountains Alps.
The Alps are in Austria. Not sure if I ever knew that.
Set frequency.
New 119.7. Enter read. Audio 9. Dot. 7. Eurofly. Solskammergen Mountains Alps. 32 Nisa Blank. Vocal Regularica Matter C. 9005. Steinbach Matter C. Matter C. Solskammergen Mountains. Westdorf Matter C. Solskammergen Mountains Alps. Antwerpen Matter C. 24 East South Blank. Abernack. 1892.
Do we not get a destination for this? What the hell? Or
119.7.
Dual vector controlled airspace. Squawk 4032.
Okay, there.
Transponder 4 2. Eurofly.
Sierra Kilo 737.
Altitude 2 0 Eurofly.
Sierra Kilo 737. This is your current destination airspace. Descend to assigned altitude and contact us 2 kilometers from the landing runway.
Moxie.
Forward to gate number.
Please fasten your seatbelt. Set your seats
St.
in
Moritz.
the upright position and close the table in front of you. Thank you.
With 1503, contact departure 25-7. Okay, we're switching 25-7, number 1500.
Salzburg. State. Salzburg. Umgebung Felgau.
System 1723 traffic, 1 o'clock, 4 miles to the parallel, RJ7, 2,000 feet.
Half day Salzburg. 12 East South Blank. 74 Blank.
That's alright, because we have auto nav, so it'll just take us to and from the airport.
Cop. Off base Ellsberg. Cop.
Already, copy that. We'll monitor this way once we're left.
Salzburg, Gaisberg, Cameron Mountains. Berchtesgaden and Relevant. 5.1 East Salzburg, plan. 5552/200. Altitude, 10 Eurofly, harsh. 5304/100. Salzig. Jacivio.
I'm glad I checked. That would have sucked when I tried to land.
1.9 land. 4786 land.
Yep, still way too high. I can't even slow down yet.
Maximum Wiedenberg.
This will happen a lot as you get longer flights and bigger planes.
Maximum West. Salzburg upjumping wall season 9.
So it's not a big deal. It'll just turn us around and around and around. Indefinitely. NVDA, stop it!
3700/100.
I'm not even hitting anything. I think something's flashing behind it.
Salzburg, Leopoldsburg, Moose. 3174/100. Fleckhofen, Salzburg. Maximum West. University Edley. Fleckhofen, Salzburg. Maximum West. Salzburg upjumping wall season 9. Walserfeld. Land. 2505/100. Moosusen. Berchtesgaden and Alps. 2126/100.
12570.
Land. 2002/100. Groningen. Salzburg, Leopoldsburg, Moose. Maximum West. University Edley. Salzburg upjumping wall season 9. Salzburg, Fleckhofen, Salzburg. Maximum West. Salzburg upjumping wall season 9. 1433/100. Walserfeld. Land. Moosusen. Land.
Clear to land, 13 left,
Now turn us around.
823/100.
Heavy, County Southerly, 13 right, short, for takeoff.
664/100. Land. Groningen. 579/100. Salzburg, Leopoldsburg, Moose. 471/100. 401/100. Fleckhofen, Salzburg. Maximum West. University Edley. Fleckhofen, Salzburg. 188/100. Salzburg upjumping wall season 9. 99. Walserfeld. Land.
Alright, now we can finally slow down.
Land assigned flight. Lizard current landing airspeed 162. Land. Eurofly. Land. Salzburg, Leopoldsburg, Moose. University Edley. Salzburg upjumping wall season 9. Weichewald. Salzburg, Maximum West. 395/0 crosswind from right. Fleckhofen, Salzburg. Maximum. Glenhoven. Maximum. Oh, Maximum. Maximum. 311/0 cross land. Maximum. Maximum Wiedenberg. Maximum. Maximum Wiedenberg. Maximum. 244/0. Fleckhofen, Salzburg. 213/0. 193/0. 171. Max 175. Salzburg upjumping wall season 9.
Sierra Kilo 737, we cannot assign a runway to you at this time. Stand by. Sierra Kilo 737, clear to land.
Flaps extended. Altitude edit 0 Eurofly. Fleckhofen, Salzburg. 1. minus 1140, minus 1106, minus 1016, minus 9.
Remain in your seats until the aircraft has come to a complete stop. We hope you were satisfied with our services and hope you will fly with us again. Have a nice day.
103/0, 85/0, 75/0, 70/0, 65, 62, 62, minus 139, minus 93, minus 40, minus 14, minus 1, 2/25, 91.
Bravo and Quebec.
American Airlines 17 on Echo.
Land.
Task completed. Congratulations. About your exit.
Cock free MP.
And that was task 22. Our first one with multiple stopovers.
Stop button.